Welcome back to botany class. Last video we discussed eukaryotic transcription and then post-transcriptional modification, right? And in this video we are going to discuss two important topics. One is genetic code and second one is mutation and genetic code, right? First we will start with the genetic code. What is the genetic code? We know that the DNA or RNA molecule alone carry genetic information. Okay? In living organism, either DNA or RNA molecule. So either DNA or RNA molecule which carry genetic information, right? And nearly all living organisms, they are having DNA as a genetic material. Only some viruses alone, they are having RNA as a genetic material. But whatever it may be, but this genetic material is expressed in the form of protein, right? For DNA's genetic material, you see how the DNA is expressed, further the transcript and produces RNA. And finally, this DNA RNA expressed in the form of protein. So expressed in the form of proteins. And the DNA RNA, whatever may be, this DNA RNA which are made up of nucleotides. There are 4 different type of nucleotides are there. But proteins are which are made up of 20 different type of amino acid. So amino acid, there are many types of amino acids are there, more than 200 types. But only 20 different type of amino acids only, they are take part in the synthesis of protein. So when the DNA RNA expressed, but the expression form is only protein which are made up of only 20 different amino acid. And the information about the number and sequence of amino acid in the protein is present only in DNA or RNA molecule. Okay, you see, protein, there are different type of proteins are there. So different type of protein, they are having different function. And different function of proteins are decided by or determined by the number of and sequence of amino acid. Like you say, all the enzymes are protein nature. But all the enzymes are protein nature. For example, you take example, the amylase enzyme is there. The enzyme which degrades starch and convert into glucose. And next enzyme is there, lipase. So lipase, lipid degrading enzyme. But chemically, these two enzymes are only proteins only. But why this enzyme performing amylase function? This protein performing lipase? So the function of protein is decided by or determined by the number and the sequence nothing but the order of amino acid arrangement only. They are deciding the function of protein. And in this protein, the number of protein are the order of the sequence arrangement. So what is the first amino acid, what is the second amino acid, what is the third, like that. That informations are present in either RNA or only in DNA only. So the information for necessary for synthesis of protein molecule are is expressed by or carried by only DNA and RNA molecule. So what will happen is the genetic information whatever present in this DNA during transcription, this information passed from DNA to the RNA. And from RNA, the information further converted into transformed into protein molecule. And the genetic code, here we are saying that genetic code. So genetic code is nothing but interrelationship between the nucleotide sequence of DNA or RNA and amino acid sequence of protein molecule. That is, you can say genetic code. So look here, the genetic code meaning is, it is an interrelationship. So relationship, interrelation between the nucleotide sequence of DNA or RNA and the amino acid sequence of amino acid sequence of protein. So amino acid sequence of proteins. So genetic code dictionary is nothing but what is the interrelationship between nucleotide sequence of DNA or mRNA and amino acid sequence of protein. You can call it as genetic code dictionary. But the mRNA, you see, the DNA only contains necessary genetic information for synthesis of particular protein. But mRNA sequence on the contain the transfer that information from DNA transfer through mRNA, and mRNA only which contain necessary information for amino acids. So amino acids of protein, and this whatever information is there here, the nucleotide which is coding, but the each and every amino acid is coded by every 3 nucleotides of mRNA molecules. Every 3 nucleotides of mRNA molecule. Are you clear with this? Okay, see, the genetic code is nothing but it is an interrelationship between the nucleotide sequence of DNA or mRNA and amino acid sequence of protein. But DNA only contains necessary genetic information for synthesis of protein molecule. But how it is synthesized now? Via or through mRNA. The mRNA contains coded information for one amino acid, for each and every amino acid of protein. So mRNA basically, which is made up of nucleotide, 4 different of nucleotide. So that the each and every proteins, each and every amino acids of proteins is encoded by every 3 nucleotide of RNA molecule. Every 3 nucleotide of RNA molecule. Okay. And how we can predict the genetic code? Okay, see, the DNA, RNA have only 4 nucleotides. It's a made up of only 4 different type of nucleotides. 4 nucleotides. RNA also 4 nucleotides. But amino acids are 20. And we are having question, how many nucleotides which code for one single amino acid? If the like that means, so how many nucleotides which code for single amino acid? So that how many nucleotides which code for 20 different amino acids? So this the proportion or the predicting of the nucleotide sequence for each and every amino acid is somewhat, it's a challenging task. So many scientists, they keep on, they try, and successfully, the first successfully who has predicted the genetic code dictionary, the scientist's name is called George Gamehow. George Gamehow. George Gamehow. The scientist's name is called George Gamehow. Actually, this scientist is generally George Gamehow. He is a physicist, and he only coined the term genetic code. The genetic code coined by, the term is coined by George Gamehow, and he only predicted the genetic code dictionary. So how he predicted? So actually, generally the RNA contains 4 bases, right? RNA contains 4 nucleotides. DNA also 4 nucleotides. So, but these 4 nucleotides only, maybe in a different combination, that may code for, they have to code for 20 different amino acids. So what will happen is, if put combination of bases, so combination of bases, what will happen? The combination of these 4 nucleotides, in combination only, they are coding for 20 different amino acids. And finally he suggested that, so the codon for every amino acids may be made up of 3 nucleotides, and you put that permutation and combination, we will get totally 64 codons. 64 codons we will get. Are you clear with this? George Gamehow, he only coined the term genetic code, and he only proposed the genetic code dictionary. So as per George Gamehow, so the RNA molecule is made up of only 4 different type of bases. So these bases only, they have to code for 20 different amino acids. If the code should be construed, the combination of bases only. So that what he suggested, in order to code for 20 different amino acids, the code should be made up of minimum 3 different nucleotides. So the combination of nucleotides. So that 4 nucleotides are there. So every 3 nucleotides which code for one single amino acid, totally 20 amino acids. So that we have to he put permutation and combination, like you can see here. So every nucleotide, like for 3 bases na, put permutation combination like 3, 4 into 4 into 4. Totally we will get 64 codons. Totally we will get how many codons? 64 codons we will get. Okay, you see the 4 power 3 put we will get definitely totally 64 codons we will get. It generates 64 codons. So that generating it many so that the 64 different combination of the nucleotides or bases of mRNA which code for 20 different amino acids, that is given by George Gamka, and also that he called as a genetic code. The term also given by George Gamka, right? And next one, how they verified the genetic code is whether it is right or not. So after that, there are some scientists, they conducted some experiment, and the result of that experiment they concluded and they confirmed, so that each and every amino acids of proteins are expressed by 3 bases of, or it's encoded by every 3 bases of mRNA, and they called as a triplet codon. They called as a triplet codon. Okay, we'll see the other scientists' their contribution to the genetic code. First one, Severo Okawa. This scientist, he discovered one enzyme. The enzyme name is called polynucleotide phosphorylase. The enzyme name is called polynucleotide phosphorylase. Polynucleotide. Severo Okawa, they discovered one enzyme. The enzyme name is called polynucleotide phosphorylase. With the help of this enzyme, another scientist, the scientist name is called Marcel W. Nirenberg. Marcel W. Nirenberg. With the help of this enzyme, he synthesized poly-uRNA. With the help of this enzyme, he synthesized poly-uRNA. Chemically, he synthesized poly-uRNA. Poly-uRNA, that RNA molecule made up of only U base, only uracil base, only like this, poly-uRNA. And with the help of this, they synthesized poly-uRNA chemically, and they translated this RNA. By translating this RNA, they produced protein. The protein made up of only phenylalanine amino acid. Phenylalanine. Okay, because UUU, this code for, this basis code for phenylalanine amino acid. So that this, okay, you see, for their producing poly-uRNA, the Marcel W. Nirenberg, he synthesized poly-uRNA by using enzyme polynucleotide phosphorylase, and with the help of that they synthesized and they translated this RNA into protein. So nothing but the protein. The protein contain which is made up of only single type of amino acid, that is a phenyl. So phenyl polyphenylalanine. So because every 3 this uracil base pair which code for 1 phenylalanine. Like you see, so this is the RNA. How many the triplets are there? 1, 2 and 3 put to 1, 4. So if I translate, we will get the protein sequence which is made up of 4 amino acids, but all are same type of amino acids, so homopolymer. Okay, so the translate we will get only protein. The protein which made up of only single amino acid, phenylalanine alone. Similarly, another scientist, the scientist name is called H.G. Khorana. H.G. Khorana. He synthesized 2 types of polymers. One is homopolymer another one is a copolymer. So with the help of the polynucleotide phosphorylase enzyme, they are able to synthesis the copolymer and homopolymer. Copolymer are like previously discussed, like all are like UUU, only one single bases. It produces protein with a single type of amino acid. Copolymer na like he synthesis like this CUC and UCU, again CUC UCU, like this. For you see there are 4 nucleotides are there. CUC, this codon which code for leucine, so leucine amino acid. UCU which code for serine, like this. If there's this like this copolymer and homopolymer and they translated them, they produce protein sequence. The protein sequence on the like this we will get. Okay, see here all will be phenylalanine, but here first amino acid leucine, next serine, again leucine, again serine, like that we will get. Okay, the repeating amino acids, the sequence we will get. So by conducting this experiment, they confirmed the genetic code given by the George Gamepro. Okay, so now we will see the how we can calculate the genetic code by using nucleotide sequence. So the genetic code dictionary for various amino acids, right? First you can see here, we will put the checkerboard for genetic code, right? So first you have to write like this. So genetic code on this is a triplet nature, right? U C A G, U C A G, okay, U C A G, and here also we will put U C A G. You put column like this, first column, second column, third column and fourth column, right? Genetic code dictionary. Here you can see I am written like this, U C A G, like this you have to write, right? Now we can predict the, you see the first position is this one considered as a first position, this one considered as a second position. Stop. Okay, we have to wait. So first position letter U, don't change this order, U C A G, the first position. Second position is U C A G, right? This is the first column, second column, third column and fourth column, right? You can write like this, the checkerboard for a genetic code, right? And second column is so this is the first position and this one is second position and here third position. U C A G, U C A G, U C A G, U C A G. Okay. Now you can see how I am writing the genetic code. This is the first letter U, second letter U, third letter U. Again first letter, second letter, third letter. First letter, second letter, third letter. First letter, second letter and third letter. Like that we have to write, right? So next column you can fill up like this. U C U, U C C, U C A, U C G, right? U C G. And next one U A U, U A C, U A A U A G. And last one is, you can see here, U G U U. First one, the second letter is G, and here third letter is C. U G A U G G. Like that we have to fill up all. Okay, right? You see, C, second letter is U, then third letter is U. C U C C U A C U G. Similarly, we got to fill all the columns, right? C C U C C C C C A C C G. And here also you can write like this: C A U C A C C A A C A G, right? And C G U C G C C G A C G G, right? Next you can see A U U A U C A U A A U G. Next A C U A C C A C A A C G. Like that we have to write, right? Next you can see here A U A C A G. And next letter here A G U A G C A G A. So A G G, right? So next you write like this: G U U. So G U C G U A G U G, right? And next you have to write like this: G C U. So G C C G C A G G C G. G A U G A C G A G A G, right? And finally G G U. So G G C. So G G A G G G. Ended with G G G. Started with U U A, right? And every nucleotide which code for one amino acid. Okay, you can refer in book the diagram. So for UUU meaning is which code for phenylalanine. UUC code for phenylalanine. And the next two codon, these two codon phenylalanine amino acid, these two are leucine. Like next column is all codon which code for serine amino acid. But in this column UAU, UAC code for tyrosine. But these two codon UAA, UAG and UGA, these three codon, actually totally 64 codons are there. We will get 64. Out of 64, 63 codon which code for amino acid. Amino acid. But only 61 codon which code for amino acid. But 3 codon does not code for any amino acid. So this codon name is called, you can call it as stop codons. So these all codons you can call it as sense codon. These 3 codons name is called nonsense codon because they do not code any amino acid. Nonsense codon. Nonsense codon. But these 61 codons are code for amino acid, so that you can call it as sense codon. These codons you can call it as sense codon. And codon AUG. So AUG will act as a start codon. So now we will see the silent feature of genetic code dictionary. So genetic code dictionary, the silent features of genetic code. But genetic code dictionary, it's a triplet code. Codon first silent feature is triplet code or triplet codon. Triplet code. So you can say Each codon is made up of 3 adjacent nitrogen base. Okay, see, all the codons are, there are 3 nitrogen base together or 3 nucleotide together, we are saying that one triplet codon. So the nature of genetic code is, it's a triplet codon, or every codon which consists of or made up of 3 nucleotide. So that what will happen is, so that 61 codon which code for amino acid, and 3 codon on that do not code for any amino acid, so that they function as a stop codon. This is the first feature. Second feature is, the genetic code is non-ambiguous and specific. What is the non-ambiguous now? So one codon code for only one amino acid. So you see, UUU meaning is, this particular codon code for only phenylalanine. Similarly, each and every codon, whatever codons here we are given, we are saying that 61 codon code for amino acid. And every codon which code for only single amino acids only, not more than single amino acid. Wherever the nucleotide comes on mRNA as UUU, when translating this UUU produces produces only phenylalanine. Similarly, you can see GUG is there. So GUG where come, it's code for valent amino acid. Similarly, GG is there. GG which code for glycine. So that every nucleotides, every codon in this genetic code dictionary, it's code for only one amino acid. So only one amino acids, code for only one amino acid. But so that we can call it as this one. But only exception one is there. For exception is GUG is there. GUG. So GUG can say ambiguous codons. Out of 61, 60 codons are non-ambiguous. They code for only one amino acid. Exception is that GUG. So GUG which code for more than one amino acid. Normally this GUG which code for valent amino acid. Valent amino acid. If the GUG acts as a codon, initiation codon, that time this GUG code for, instead of valent which code for methionine. Are you clear with this? Out of 64, 61 codons are code for amino acid. There is a triplet nature. Second feature of the genetic code is non-ambiguous and specific code. What is the meaning of non-ambiguous? One codon code for only one amino acid. But that's why we are saying that unambiguous or non-ambiguous and specific. For this exception is the GUG codon. The GUG codon are not ambiguous codon, because these codon generally which code for valent, but this codon if act as a start codon, that time it code for methionine amino acid, right? Methionine amino acid, right? And the third feature is, because the genetic code is comma-less nature. Comma-less nature, because the codon, when during translation, the nucleotide on mRNA molecule, the codon read in continuous fashion. So continuous fashion, without in between codon there is no punctuation, there is no full stop, there is no comma. That's why we are saying that it's a comma-less nature, right? So every first three they read as one codon, next three read as another codon, and another three read as another codon. There is no punctuation, there is no comma and full stop in between codon. And the genetic code dictionary is a degeneracy of code. So degeneracy of code. So genetic code dictionary is degenerate. Like we studied unambiguous or non-ambiguous. One codon code for only one amino acid. But some amino acid may be coded by more than one codon also. Some amino acid here, some amino acid which are coded by more than one codon. More than one codon. That's why we are telling us degeneracy code, more than one codon. For this example, you take example Like you take example, the serine, leucine, arginine. So these amino acids are serine, leucine, arginine. These are coded by, every amino acid is coded by 6 codons. 6 codon. Like another example you take, like proline, valine, glycine, and alanine and threonine. You can refer the genetic code dictionary. These amino acids are coded by 4 codons. And you take, the exceptions are there. So that there is an exception, codon AUG. So AUG and codon UGG. Codon AUG and codon UGG. So these codon 2 codon are not, you can say non-degenerate codon. Non-degenerates, because these 2 codon which code for only single amino acids alone. So actually single amino acid coded by, like you see methionine, the methionine amino acid coded by only by this particular codon. Similarly, the amino acid tryptophan coded by only UGC. So these 2 codons are, you can call it as non-degenerate codon. Okay, you see some amino acid, if it is coded by more than 1 codon, we are saying the degenerate codon. Non-exception is the methionine amino acid and tryptophan. These amino acids are coded by only single codon only, not more than 1 codon. And genetic code dictionary is, it's a universal code. It's a nearly universal. The codon is nearly universal because the code is nearly universal. Example, for U, the code is there which code for phenylalanine. But the same code which code for phenylalanine in all organisms, from bacteria to up to human being. There is no exception. But some exceptions are there. So that's why we are saying that the genetic code dictionary is universal, applicable to all organisms. For that some exception is there. So the exception for this have been found in mitochondria and protozoa genome. Okay, protozoa genome. And here in this genetic code, the start codon is, so which one acts as a start codon? Codon AG always, which code for methionine. So always act as a start codon. And stop codon is, so there are 3 codons are there, UAA, UAG, UGA. These codon always act as a stop codon. Stop codon. And genetic code dictionary is non-overlapping one. What is that? Non-overlapping. So non-overlapping. So you see genetic code dictionary is non-overlapping. So like mRNA sequence are there, like you see UCU, UUU, GUG, GGG. This is mRNA. When reading, how it will read now? So the first 3 together, 1 codon. Second 3 together, second codon. Third 3 together, third codon. Fourth 3 together, fourth codon. UCU na. So what we will get? So we will get serine amino acid. This one will get, UCU will get serine. UCU, yes, serine amino acid, right? Serine. Or this UUU வந்து phenylalanine. GUG வந்து valine. GGG is glycine, right? The genetic code dictionary is non-overlapping. Okay, like when we are translating, the machinery read like this only. Okay, like this only. But now why we are saying that non-overlapping? Okay, you see sometime you put a combination like this, UCU, 1 codon. Another one you can take like this, CUU. Like you see, these 3 first, and another these 3 second, and next third like this. This third like this, now you can say overlapping. Because genetic code, it's a non-overlapping one. First 3, next 3, next 3, like that only. So that you can say the genetic code dictionary is non-overlapping codon. Okay, so you can look the book page for this dictionary. You can know So for each codon, what is the amino acid? So for UU means phenylalanine, UUC means phenylalanine, UUA leucine, and UUG is so leucine. Like that, you can check with the book for knowing the amino acid for every codon. Okay, we got to be thorough in that. So what is a codon and each what amino acid which coded, right? I think you understood the features of genetic code dictionary, right?